Hi, welcome back to anybody that's returning here today. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'm trying something new on this video and it's already bugging me. Trying a little ring light, and I don't like that you can see the reflection in my glasses. So my apologies. I can take them off, but I need my glasses too. So okay, we're gonna go with it, and hopefully it doesn't bug you guys so much. My name is Olympia. For those that do not know me, I go by Oly, and I have a small Etsy shop on Etsy that's called Cherished Stitch by Oly, where I make some project bags. So if you're ever looking to add a new bag to your collection or add a bag in general, feel free to check my little shop out. I have a discount code for my viewers, and that will be in the description box below. So anyways, guys, welcome. I am so excited to be here again and that you guys are joining me. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. First of all, I would like to say thank you. Thank you so much. I have reached now over 100 subscribers, and when I started this a couple of months ago, I never even thought 5 people would want to watch my video. I was really shocked. I remember when there was 5 people who had subscribed, I was like, oh my gosh, there's 5 people who want to watch me. And I have reached over 100 subscribers now. So I just want to say thank you. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. And I'm so glad that you guys want to hear me blabber about my projects. So let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, in case you're wondering, like, there's something different about her. I decided to give myself some bangs. I used to have bangs before, and it's been such a long time that I've kind of stuck with the same hairstyle, the A-line bob. And this time around, I've decided to kind of let my hair grow, even though it's kind of struggling to grow in length. And I've been having that itch of like, I want to trim my hair, I want to cut my hair. So I decided to cut my bangs instead. So yeah, that's probably why I'm looking a little bit weird and different. And I don't know why, but I don't know if this happens to you guys. There's always one side of my bangs who are just like rebellious and don't want to do what they're supposed to. But anyways, let's move on because I'm already blabbering about other stuff. So, like I said, my name is Olympia. Today is Friday, September 22nd, and it is almost 10 in the morning for me here. I had some things to do early morning, but I ended up leaving my car keys and my wallet in my husband's truck from a trip we took quickly yesterday, and I'm stuck at home. So I decided, you know what best time to just sit down and record a podcast, because it's been busy over here. I know for many of us it is, because, back to school and all of that. So yeah, let's get started. So I have quite a bit of projects today, but I've only kind of been focusing the most on my test knit that I am like trying to get off my needles ASAP. So for this video, I have no FOs. Oh, and really quick. I know I showed this tee on my last video, but I am currently wearing the mini mock tank by Jessie Made Designs, and yeah, I decided to put it on today as we're getting ready to finish summer over here. The temperatures definitely started to plummet, so it's been in the 70s, low 50s already, and I've already started rotating everybody's um, clothing in their closets and taking out winter coats and whatnot. So I decided to at least wear it once, right? And I really love how this project turned out. If you want to get a little bit more information on this, you can watch my last video where I talk a little bit more about it. So on this video, I have no finished projects, but let me show you my project that I've been working on a lot lately. This one is my test knit. It is the Azalea Sweater, or Azalea. I don't know why I keep saying Azalea. Well, yeah, I guess it could be pronounced either way, right? Azalea. I'll put the name here. Azalea, Azalea. I keep trying to say it in Spanish. So, yeah, so this is the Azalea or Azalea Sweater. And this is by Knits by Giselle. So I have completely finished the body. If you could see here, this marker, you can't really see it very good, but that's where I was last time. So I have completely finished the body, and I am almost done with a sleeve. And this looks huge, but I double checked my gauge, I double checked my measurements, and it's exactly how the pattern is instructing. So this sweater is supposed to be one of those like boyfriend style, very loose, very big sleeves. It's not really my style of sleeve, and I'm debating on like modifying it a bit, but I decided because it is a test knit, I don't want to modify too much. I think the only thing I have modified has been the cast off. It's recommended like Italian bind off, and I've just done regular bind off because who has time for that, right? Every single time that I have to do Italian bind off on one project, either I don't have the extra stuff I need to make it easier for me to do it, or I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with the hassle. It's too complicated. I just want to finish off my project and move on, right? So this test knit has to be done by October 6th. We have a date, people, October 6th, finally. The designer added us all in a chat on Instagram to see where we were and to finally give us a date of when she wants to release this pattern or wants to have this test knit done by. So I am making this in the size extra large. That's the size I'm knitting up, and I am using size 6 needles to knit this. And I am knitting it with the Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool in the natural color. Natural. So I just attached a new ball. I think this is the third hank, or what do you call this? Not a ball. Anyways, I just attached the third one of these to it. So I'll be finishing up the first sleeve, and I don't think I'm going to need the full skein to do the other sleeve. So we'll see what we do with the remainder. But it has like this beautiful panel that will lay on top of your arm, um, in this V-stitch, I think it's what it's called. But yeah, if you guys hear noise, my son decided to go jump in the trampoline, and he decides to mess around with my puppy. So he makes her bark and make all kinds of crazy noises. So I apologize in advance. So yeah, I am loving this. Like I've said in the past, it's like a dream knit for me to do all these cables. I would have never thought that that I would pick to do a sweater like this, but I really wanted to add something like this to my wardrobe. Now, it hasn't been the easiest test knit, but I am excited and happy to get this done with and move on to other projects. So this is what I've been working on the most because I need to get it done. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing. The next project. There you go. Hopefully he remembers that I told him I needed him to be extra quiet. Now, you're probably wondering, it's like 10 in the morning. What are your kids doing at home? My son, he's 5, but I homeschool my kids. And today, we're not homeschooling. We usually homeschool 4 days out of the week. And on Fridays, we meet with other families at the park and um, have them spend time with friends. And that was the plan this morning. That's why we got up early to get going. And mommy left her wallet and the keys in daddy's car, and daddy's at work. So, yeah, not the first time that's happened to me. So, they'll just be using this time to enjoy the outdoors and relax. And usually, what I have them do is I'll have them get on the computer because the school that we're part of offers a lot of like computer software where they can do a lot of websites and access like Scholastic, Encyclopedia, like the Britannica, and all these different websites where they can play like video games, but they're doing language arts and math. So video games about certain subjects of school, which is super cool. So on Fridays, I tend to kind of let them enjoy a little bit, play uh, games, and take time to spend more time together, right? Enjoy and kind of relax before the weekend, because the weekend is more for like hanging out as a family, right? Anyways, I'm very thirsty today. I'm currently drinking some tea. I like to get some loose tea that I buy from Amazon. It's from the brand Tiesta tea. It kind of sounds like fiesta, but it's loose tea because I have a Ninja coffee maker, and it also makes tea. So I'm drinking fruity, I think it's called Tutti Fruity, um, the blend that I'm using, and it's like a green tea blend. And I have it here on this, right, you can see the glare. I have it this on this cake for breakfast mug that I got from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. And it has this like big old yarn cake with some frosting and sprinkles on the top. So, yeah. Anyways, I need some green tea to get me going because I need to work out after this. Okay, let's move on to the next project. The next project is my next project, let's try that again, is my Solid Granny Shawl by Hooked by Robin. This is what it's looking at like right now. I just added the yellow. So I'm like here in this section with the yellow. I still need to keep going. I think this is all I have of the yellow. So I need to try to blend in another color or find more yellow. But yeah, the last time that you guys saw this, I haven't worked on this very much. I love how fast this is crocheting, right? You can't say knitting up. How would you say it? I like how fast this is working up. Sorry, guys. I have no words today. And this is where I was. I had just started the blue line last time that you guys saw me. So, I mean, I got a little bit done, right? And I think I'm really going to enjoy this shawl, and so is my daughter. It's very colorful. I'm just using a whole bunch of fingering scraps and DK weight scraps, and following the pattern, the video that is on YouTube. And I am using a size 3.5 millimeter hook, which I will not try to show because you won't be able to see the numbers. So that's project number 2. Project number 3, I showed it to you guys last time. And that is on my little kitty bag. And this is my brick sweater by Claire Lee. And last time I showed you guys, I had just joined the body. So here's the marker. I had just joined it right here. So I knit one more stripe. It's gonna be kind of hard. Oh, there goes my bag. Kind of hard to see. But yeah, I got a little bit done, maybe like 2.5 inches. So I can't wait to finish the sweater. I'm just loving the colors. This is like fall in a nutshell for me. It's like a rainbow colored yarn that kind of mimics the fall tones. And the yarn I'm using for this is the Yarn Bee Chloe. I don't think they offer this no more. And the colorway is Pick of the Bunch. And it looks like this. It's beautiful. I just love it. This screams fall to me. But it's also like super fun. So yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I'm just adding some stripes with this like off-white color that's also from Hobby Lobby. The line is Must Be Merino, and I am making the size extra large, and I am knitting it on US 6. So I wish I had a lot more progress, but I got to focus on this test knit. Okay, so the following one is my Marettimo. I'm always going to butcher this name because I don't know how to properly pronounce it. But last time I showed it to you guys, I had just started it. So I just had the like very bottom brim. See, here's my marker. That's all I had done. So I have finished one of the lace motifs and done the lines in between, and I have started my second lace section, and I am just digging these colors. And I am making the size large because this project has quite a bit of ease. So I chose to go with the size large, and I am knitting it on my US 3 Chai Goo needles. And all these yarns, well, two of these yarns are from Hobby Lobby. These two are from Hobby Lobby. I think this is called Denim Blue. And this one is called Wisteria, if I'm not mistaken. And the third color that I'm using is this like mauvey pink color. And this is Loops and Threads. It's a yarn that they sell in Michael's, and I've had that in my stash for a long time. So that is my Marettimo by Caitlin Hunter. And the next one I don't have with me. So I will just insert a picture here, but this is the one that I talked to you guys on the last video that I showed you guys the swatch. That was the sweater that I was going to be making with my friend Rosie. And this is the Rizzo Tee. This is by Claire Jackson, and I am knitting it in US 4 needles, and I'm making the size 39. So let me tell you guys. Hey, buddy, I'm making a video, okay? Do you think you can head out there? Because I don't want Maggie to come in here. Oh, hi, Mags. Oh, okay, you cannot come in the bed. Take her over there. And close the door, please. Can you close the door? Thank you. This is motherhood, guys. This is my life. So we're just going to roll with it. Let me close the door. I'm back. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, the Rizzo Tee. I am making this tea alongside my friend Rosie. The funny thing about this project is a while ago when Hobby Lobby was having one of their big clearance sales, I found 6 balls of, or 6 cakes of this specific yarn. And I showed it to my friend over text message, and she loved it, and I loved it as well. So we decided to kind of split 3 hanks each, or 3 cakes each. And just until recently, we decided, hey, why don't we do something together, like the same type of pattern, so we can have like a matchy project. And so we decided to go with the Rizzo Tee. The funny thing is, we didn't realize it until recently when she saw my project and I saw her project, that my project has like a more of a pink tint to it, and her project has more of like a blue tint to it. That's when I decided to look at the lot number, because they're all the same colorway. I looked at the lot number, and sure enough, 4 of those cake balls are one lot number, and 2 of them are a different lot number. So the ones that I was knitting with, the 2 balls that I had already used, I think I was like 1.5 way through, are the ones that have the pink tint to it. So my top looks much more pink than hers. And I am a little bit concerned because the 3rd ball that I have is the lot number that has the more blue tint to it. So what I decided to do is I knit with the 2 balls that are the same lot number, and I'm just adding the different lot number one to the bottom to kind of like imitate, hopefully that's what I'm hoping, to kind of like imitate sort of like a fade. So we will see if that works. Luckily for my friend Rosie, is all the 3 cakes of yarn that she has are all the same lot number. So her project will all be like in the same tone, right? So that's what I've been working on. I actually had my project with me yesterday when we went to the grocery store, and that's one of the things that I left in my husband's truck. So that's why I don't have it here. But I have just attached the third ball, the one that has the more bluer tint to it. So I'm going to take a picture of the project. I should have put the picture by now. But you might not see the difference so much because I just added the third cake to it. And that's that project. The next project that I have is a new cast on. I know, I can't stop casting on things. And this is a pattern that is in Spanish. It's called Suéter Lluvia or Lluvia Sweater. Sweater Lluvia. Lluvia means rain in Spanish. And this is by Camille Knit. And I am making the size 4. Okay, got a little bit of a tangle. I have this on my rainbows bag, one of the earlier bags that I did. And my son wants me to open a cup for him. There you go, buddy. All right, so I'm using a whole bunch of different sort of like scraps and colors. So I have some, this is like the lighter green, looking a little bit more yellow, but I'm thinking of using these together to kind of do some sort of fade. Use the orange. It's going to be quite a bit for me to hold in one hand. And then I have the blues, the same type of thing that I want to do to kind of do some sort of like fade. And I have a purple. And I already used pink and I attached the yellow to it. So I have the pattern here. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Oh no, I only have the lace chart. So this is what it looks like. It's going to look a little bit wonky right now because what I did is I put it on larger cables because I washed and blocked the lace top part of the sweater. So this is what it looks like. So I did the collar in this like purpley fuchsia color. And then this is the majority of the yoke. I have just separated for the sleeves and I have just attached the yellow to it. Now, this is a beautiful pattern, beautiful. These motifs that it has here, lace motifs, are like imitating raindrops. That's why it's called Suéter Lluvia, rain sweater. And it has this same lace motif all down the sleeves, which you should have seen already by now on the picture that I attached. But it is beautiful. I'm super excited to keep working on this. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this color looks good. Looks good on me. I don't know why I am like so attracted to these colors. Now, I know that my BVAC tee that I just recently knit has the same type of colors. And it's because I got all of these yarns in Hobby Lobby quite a while ago, a couple years ago, when they had a big sale in their yarn. So in case you're wondering, but I do like these colors either way. So it's lace motif on the top, and then the body is like a brioche body, which is very interesting. And I'm knitting this in fingering weight yarn. And I don't know if I said already that I'm making the size 4, and I'm using US 7 needles. Now, yeah, I just need to put this back on the needles and work on it, but I've been enjoying this so much that I'm like trying to avoid working on any of my other projects so much because I need to get this test knit done. So yeah, um, we'll see how it goes. I have just started the brioche section, and my plan is to kind of um, do a stripe here and there as I transition into the colors so that it can blend a little bit better. I just didn't do that here for this section because I ran out of yarn. And here you go, buddy. So yeah, I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. I'm not gonna rip back so that I can blend because as you can see, I like just had enough to finish the lace motif, so it wouldn't work. But my plan was to kind of do something like this where I do like one line and one color, and then I'll do the original color. I don't know, it might look kind of weird that I did that, especially up here, but who cares? I like it. I'm okay with it, and we're gonna go with it. So yeah, that is my last big project that I have. My only remaining project right now is some socks that I've been knitting on. They're my socks that I take to the gym. I haven't really been working on knitting as much at the gym because I'm trying to give my hands a little bit more of a break. And even though I'm not doing like crazy stuff, oh goodness, I have some yarn barf over here. Oh. I'm not doing anything crazy when I knit. I'm usually just like on the elliptical or the treadmill. But I haven't been doing that lately because I've been knitting quite a bit on my test knit, and I'm trying to give my hands a break, and also because the pain in my in between my shoulders in my spine has been slowly returning. I don't know if you guys recall, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I have quite a bit of spinal issues, and a couple of months ago I got a procedure where they injected like a type of steroid into my spine to help with the pain, and it's not something that lasts very long. Um, so yeah, it's finally starting to kind of wear off, and I'm starting to get a little bit more pain. So I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious of my posture and not really overdoing it as much. Anyways, these are my morning walk socks. These are by Kay Litton, the Crazy Sock Lady. And they're like this cable pattern right here where I have the little marker is where I was when I showed these to you guys. Now this has like a cable here in the middle, and then on the sides it has like these designs. I don't know if you could see, like little loops that kind of make little circles. Anyways, this was my issue with this yarn because I got this what I thought was variegated yarn from Hobby Lobby. I think it's called like cotton candy or something like that. But when I started knitting it and I saw that it started kind of like striping a bit, I was not liking the way it was making the pattern look. But I contemplated on whether or not I wanted to rip them back or just continue with it and just finish them. And I decided to just keep going, and then we'll try them again, maybe with like a solid yarn. So yeah, I'm knitting those on a size US 1. I knit all of my socks on US 1s, and these socks are for myself. So those are the ones that I've been working on. And one last thing that I wanted to mention was a project that I'm going to be casting on like tomorrow, I think. And that is the ranunculus, because I want to join in on a knit along that the Fruitful Hands is co-hosting with Amber from, oh my gosh, I forgot her podcast name. But yeah, I will add the information here. They're co-hosting a knit along to knit the ranunculus, and I have been wanting to knit that pattern for the longest, but have been sort of kind of holding off because I have a pattern that's called the fairy tale. I'll see if I can put it right here. And I have a top with that pattern, and I kind of feel like I want to try and redo patterns that I already have, that I love, that have sort of like the same lacy yoke thing going on, and maybe bring more attention to smaller designers. So that's the only reason why I've been holding off, because I love the way the pattern looks. Not the pictures that are on the project page. The very first pictures, I was like, yeah, this is not for me. But I love the lace motif on it, and I finally caved in. I got influenced by these 2 or 3 ladies and their podcast that they are co-hosting this ranunculus knit along. So I am debating on whether I will use this yarn. This is a yarn that I just bought at Hobby Lobby. It's one of their DK yarns. Let me see if I have them. Sorry, you guys are gonna hear some bags. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and found out they're having some sort of like sale. And this is the soft sleek DK, soft and sleek DK. Lord, I can't speak. And this is what it looks like. And yes, I got it for $1.24. This is 100% acrylic. Yeah, I know it's not my favorite to knit with, but I've been wanting to try this specific yarn for quite a while. Now it says it's the DK. This is a number 3, but I feel like, to me, it feels more like almost a fingering. It's very thin. So I started kind of like swatching, and I know a lot of people say, oh, for the ranunculus, you don't have to really do a gauge swatch. You just kind of go for it and then kind of calculate what size you want to knit. But that's very risky for me. I kind of like to be a little bit more sure. And I started swatching. I started with a size 10, then I went to a size 11, and eventually I did a size 13. And I am just not meeting gauge. And I'm like, I'm at size 13, and this is like super open, and I'm not digging that. So I watched a video by Knit California. I'll go ahead and see if I can attach it, link it below. But I watched one of her videos, and she has a video on how to do the math to kind of do any project really with a different gauge. and how to calculate that. So I decided to do that. That always has seemed very intimidating to me, but I just decided to go for it. So that's what I did, and I kind of have calculated the size that I would need to knit if I'm going to use this yarn. Now, the only thing I would be using size 11 needles, which is awesome, right? Because this should be a quick project, hopefully. But I'm undecided if I want to use this yarn or not. Because the reason why I chose DK is I've been knitting a lot of fingering, and I kind of wanted to do a quick project, right, with thicker yarn. And I'm not sure I will go with this. So either way, I will cast that on, so that will be on my needles for next time. But I wanted to show you guys just so that you guys can see the difference. This is another yarn that we're moving on to acquisitions. I never really have acquisitions, but like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby the other day and they had several of their yarns on clearance. So I took advantage and got some of the yarn that I wanted to get for some sweaters for my kids, and I ended up seeing this yarn. It's by Baby Bee Sweet Delight, and it's called Soft Licorice, and it's a black color. But this is DK. It's also a number 3. I got this for $1.49. This yarn, I got 2 of these balls, but I got it because I've been wanting to make, I was thinking and considering on making the ranunculus with the black, because I don't really have a black top. But let me just show you guys, the reason why I'm talking about this, let me just show you guys the difference on how these 2 yarns look. Okay. Hopefully. Okay, can you guys see? It's much more thinner. The black looks like half its size. It's much thicker. So, yeah, right now I'm debating. On what yarn to do my ranunculus with. Now, I already know the size I'm going to be making with that orange. If I go with that orange, if I don't, I would have to kind of re-swatch or figure it out. So I have 2 of these. Let me show you guys what I got. Sorry, it's going to be a little noisy. Okay. So okay, so I got 2 of the soft licorice of the Baby Bee line. These are 60% acrylic and 40% polyamide, whatever that is. So I have 2 of the black ones. I also saw this color and I liked it, so this is another option. It's the same line, it's just a plum pudding, it's called the color. Plum pudding. So this is what it looks like. I also got them for like $1 and some change. And then these are some of the yarns that I got for my kiddos. So for my daughter, I bought the pattern recently by Andrea Mary. The what is it called? Oh my gosh. It's the one with the little hearts for little kids that she has. I'll put the information here in a picture of it. But I'm considering on using this color. It's kind of looking whitish. But this is like a soft gray. It's called flannel. Yeah, right here looks more true to color. And I'm thinking of mixing this for her hearts. Either do this color or do one of the plum colors for her hearts. I'll leave it up to her. I ended up getting this one as well because if she doesn't want her hearts to be this color, I have another pattern that I've had in my library for a while. This color is called Sprinkles, and it's like rainbow-ish color. But I have another pattern for her that I bought her, and it's from Megan. Oh, bad girl or bad wolf girl sits in it, something like that. Anyways, I'm so bad with remembering names, guys. And I haven't seen her podcasting in a while, but she has a podcast and she has this beautiful sweater that has a yoke that's all like rainbow colors, and then it has like unicorns on it, and that's why I bought this one as well. So we'll see what she decides. If she doesn't want to do the rainbow one, we'll use it for the other one, and then I'll just need to get the rest of the yarn to make the unicorn sweater for her. I'm probably only going to knit one sweater for her this year because I want to knit stuff for myself. And my son has been saying that he wants the heart sweater as well, but I don't feel like it's too masculine. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit more girl for a girl. But I've seen that people have made adjustments and added different things. And I have a sweater in my library as well that has some little trains and other little things that I can possibly use the motif and just follow the pattern for the sweater. So for him, I got this same yarn, except it's the teal. It's called Teal 2. It's from Yarn B, same price. This is what it looks like. And for the contrasting yarn is I got this cute speckled one that's called Puppy Kisses. So it has navy speckles, teal speckles, and gray speckles. So here you go, you can see it a little bit better. Anyway, so those are the yarns that I just got from Hobby Lobby the other day. And I took advantage to get that yarn for the ranunculus that I was planning on getting. But that is all for now. Thank you for joining me. And you will find all the information, all the project info here below. It'll either be on the screen and also on the description box below. And thank you for joining me. If you want to hear a little bit about what's going on in my life, feel free to stick around. If not, I hope to see you next time. All right, so let me take a drink of my tea. Life. Let's see. We started school. I already mentioned that in the last video. So we're like 4 weeks into school, finally like getting the groove of things. And it's been a little bit of a rough start because I work part-time over the phone. I work from home, and I also have my little Etsy shop, and it's been challenging trying to schedule myself and have time for all of those things and being present with my kids. This year has been a little bit different for us for school. I am having to be a little bit more present with them because I switched around my homeschool curriculum and we decided to go with a charter school. So we're having all these different things that we need to do. We need to meet with the teacher every certain amount of days so they can see, that make sure the kids are doing the schoolwork. and make sure there's no issues. They also have the opportunity to be involved in all these different activities and field trips. So we've been signing up for a lot of different things. My kids have started a music class. My daughter is um, taking a voice class, and my son is doing piano or the keyboard. So, to say the least, it's been kind of hectic at times. It's been a busy season for us, but I am loving um, this opportunity to be with them, right? To have the choice to work from home and try to be with them. Oh, and they're also doing this like PE class. It's like a run club. So it's super funny. They have them do like a whole bunch of different drills and exercises and like positivity, what would you call it? Positivity exercises, practice a lot of positivity. So they'll throw like tennis balls and the kids have to go grab one. And each tennis ball has like a specific word. And the kids have to come and whatever your tennis ball says, you have to like read it and shout it out. So for example, if it says mighty, the kids come and they're like, I am mighty. And you see all these different kids going chasing balls through the park and coming back to the teacher and yelling out their word. It's super cute and funny at the same time because kids when kids are involved in like um, sports and stuff, especially the little ones, it can be kind of funny because they don't listen to instructions very well. They're kind of like all over the place. But I'm really loving that um, they're a part of this and that they have a lot of like positive affirmations in there because that will help them, that will help them down in life. So, yeah, we've been pretty busy. And that's what's going on that end. As far as their curriculum, I mentioned that I switched it and we're doing like a literature based curriculum where we basically do a lot of reading, and then ask them questions about what we're reading, have them do a lot of critical thinking. So I'm having to be more present and reading uh, chapters or different types of books and more like hands-on experiment stuff that we got to do. So it's been challenging. I've been having to have to switch around my work schedule. And honestly, I haven't had much time to work on making bags. Uh, so, yeah, we're finally getting the groove and getting the hang of things and trying um, to adjust things here and there as are needed. And this month of October, we have quite a busy month. We'll be going to the zoo down in LA. We'll be going to different functions and field trips. So that's what's going on that end. As far as my health, I know I always have something going on. As far as that, I'm not wearing my boots. Yay! I haven't been wearing my boot for like a week already. My foot is doing so much better. It is still giving me issues. I'm not like 100% there, but I'm just trying to put the support band on or do KT tape on it. And I'm just trying to listen to my body when my body is aching, when my foot is starting to have pain. I use that opportunity to kind of take a moment to sit down, ice my foot. So we're making progress on that end. Other than that, I do have a surgical procedure that I will be having on the 2nd of October for varicose veins. I have really bad varicose veins on both of my legs, and they've been giving me issues. And yeah, we're finally going to be addressing that. I'm quite nervous about that, but I am deciding to go ahead and move forward because I am experiencing a lot of pain with that and I don't want it to get worse. Other than that, it's just a beautiful season, right? Busy, 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 enjoying the moments that we have as a family and trying to enjoy this season, this change of season. And I've been having a lot going on in my garden. Currently have cucumbers, have green beans, 2 different types of green beans. I've tried pickling some cucumbers, some of the mini cucumbers. That hasn't gone very good. Both of those attempts have failed. So I'm going to give it one more try. And if I cannot do that, then I'm just going to give up with the pickling. And I have some zucchinis and tomato plants. The watermelon plant is going downhill already because the weather's changing. So yeah, I've been having a lot of harvest from that. So that's good. But that's really all that's been going on. Other than mm, I started reading this little like Bible study book that I've been trying to share with the ladies in my church group through the app Marco Polo, just reading the chapter and kind of go through the Bible study together. But other than that, that's all that's going on. We are good, we're healthy. It's just been super busy, but we are enjoying this season. I know it's not going to be like this for a long time, and I'm just trying to enjoy my kids as much as I can and trying to focus on my mental health and listening to my body when it needs to kind of, take a break, take a breather. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around and for being here with me. I am so glad that I am getting to know a lot of you and making new friends. So, yes, thank you. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoy your craft, whatever it is, and find some time to just wind down and enjoy life to the fullest. Bye bye now.